Hello guys, good afternoon. You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia. If you just see me for the first time, thank you, welcome. Where have you been all my life? Oh, don't mind me. I'm a Nigerian migrant who lives here in South Africa with my family, and I make various content. I'm sure you like it here on this channel. I do from South African, Nigerian content, anything I feel as though I can bring. I also show you vlogs, a sneak peek of my life, so I'm sure you like it here. Make sure you please hit on the subscribe button. It's just a click away from you, and when you do, hit on the bell sign. You'll be notified of my subsequent videos, okay? And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So guys, yes, like I said previously, I am a Nigerian and I live here in South Africa. I've been living here for the past 12 years. So I've marked 12 years of living in South Africa, and I said, oh Olivia, you're living your best life. As much as it may not be everything you've anticipated in life, honestly, it's not half of things I anticipated, but you know, you make do with whatever you have in life. So in today's video, I want to talk about all the things I do for me living in South Africa here to ensure that I live my best life. Things I do that you as a migrant in South Africa or wherever you are can do to ensure that at least you have a smooth stay wherever you are. So maybe if you're planning to go out, you can go out or migrate out, or for the fact that, or in the time being when you are where you are, to make sure you're living your best life. So let me just tell you the things I'm doing to make sure I'm living my very best sweet life here in South Africa. So the first thing I am doing to ensure that I'm living my best life here in South Africa is, number one, I try not to see the negatives. Yes, because there are negative things that are in South Africa. There are even negative things that I'll be like, oh, is this me? Is this happening to me? And all that. I always learn it from my husband. My husband will always tell you, dwell on the positive. Do not, dwell on the negatives. You always see negative things, okay? So I try to intentionally. That's why it's like, oh, some South Africans even get angry that, oh, it's like you're overselling our country and everything. There are negatives in South Africa, I won't lie. There are negative things everywhere in my country, in America, even the most developed country, there are negatives. But in order for me to live my best life, I try not to dwell on the negatives too much, okay? I try to see the positive things, the enjoyment things, the fun things, the things that make me happy. Basically, those are the things that I try to see, and those are the things I usually see. Yes, living in South Africa. 12 years. 12 years is a long time. My first daughter is 11 years sometime next month, and already, my God, time flies. The second thing I do as a Nigerian migrant for me to ensure I'm living my best life here in South Africa is I try to explore South Africa. Oh my God, South Africa is a very beautiful place. Whether you like it or you don't like it, I'll always say it. I like South Africa. There are a lot of beautiful places to go to. Last Christmas, I think we wanted to go to Kruger National Park, but I think most of the activities is not suitable for my toddler who just turned 1. So we decided to do some game drives here around Pilanesberg Park. Just that one day game drive, I had so much fun. The kids had fun. So I tried to explore the country. We also went to Sun City like 2 times. I love Sun City. Though I didn't vlog, I wasn't in the mood to vlog and all that, but I went to Sun City 2 times. Yeah, those are the main places, plus all the restaurants around. Like we are visiting all the restaurants we've not visited around the area, so it was fun. So I try to explore South Africa. I've been to Cape Town, I've been to Durban, I've been to Pietermaritzburg, I've been to Port Elizabeth, I've been to Mthatha, I've been to George, I've been to a lot of cities in South Africa, and I enjoy it. I've been to, of course, Pretoria, Johannesburg, I've been to Cape Town, I've been to a lot of places, and those places are beautiful. We've gone on holidays in a lot of places in South Africa. Those are things that give me joy. Like if I leave South Africa today, that would be my fondest memory. Like I try to explore South Africa. It gives me joy. If you live in South Africa and you're not exploring South Africa, you're darling. Don't dull. There are a lot of beautiful places you can go to that is not so expensive. Honestly, it's not so expensive. Just plan your trip. You go to Durban, go to Cape Town, go to the big malls, Mall of Africa, all those. I have fun. Like, I literally live my best life. As much as I don't have money yet, I'm praying to be rich soon by God's grace. As much as I don't have most things I want to have in life, I try to live my best life. So I explore, I travel, I visit places here. Another thing I do in order to have good stay in South Africa and live my best life is I love the people. I just love the people of South Africa. Even if somebody doesn't treat me well or doesn't do something good to me, I just ignore it. It doesn't make me like say, oh, all South Africans are this or that. I just try to embrace the people of South Africa and love them, and just have love in my heart for them. It makes me feel better, and it's giving me a peaceful stay in South Africa. So wherever you are, try to love the people. They might not be doing all good, they might not get it all right all the time, but try and love them to help you have a good stay. You can't not love a country where you stay, okay? Another thing I do that ensures that I live my best life here in South Africa as a Nigerian migrant is that I try to respond to the locals in their local language. As much as I don't know the local language, like somebody will just start speaking to me. Like today, somebody called me from Lemoga and be like, hey, Telekai. I said, it was like I said, Telekai. He was now speaking, oh, mama, from Lemoga. Sometimes I try to use my brain to understand. Yeah, I say, hey, and you are now like speaking, hey, hey, sorry, I don't understand too. They're like, oh, sorry. So I try to, like, they will laugh and the people will not be like, they are more receptive. Like South Africans are more receptive when they feel you're making an effort to speak the language or you're learning, even if you're not learning, but they feel okay, at least you're trying to try. You understand that feeling? So it helps me and I'll laugh. We'll be like, oh, where are you from? We'll talk, have a little chat with people. So I try to respond. I don't immediately, somebody says, like I said, say, sorry, I understand English. No, I don't do that. And it helps me have a smooth and a happy and a peaceful stay. I'm like literally living my best life. At least I want to live my best life so long as I'm still here. If I'm no longer here tomorrow, then I'll know that, okay, while I was here, I lived my best life. Guys, tell me what you think on the comment section. I also try to squeeze in conversations with people. Like when I go to the restaurant, like I try to squeeze in conversations with people, and we talk, we gist, we laugh. Look, let me tell you, when you're living in a country that is not yours, let me tell you point blank, you're bored, or you will be bored. I am bored here, but I try to, the teachers in my kids' school, like the crèche, I said, keeping my baby, I'll be like, yeah, mama, tell a guy, we'll talk, we'll laugh. I'll just intentionally take my time, chat with them. I try to, and people, I think it's more welcoming, and people find it more, okay, as much as you're a foreigner, but you're not that bad. I don't know, that's how I feel in my mind. Tell me what you think. If you're a South African here, tell me your response to a Nigerian that likes to chit chat and all that. I'm not a chatty person. If you know me very well, you know I'm not a chatty person. Nana, I'm the last chatty person. But I make a conscious effort to chat when I go out of this door. I try to like speak to one or two people and laugh and make a conversation and make a joke, a little bit. And I'm happy. You see that when you chat with people, when you laugh with people, when you smile with people, and when they ask you questions, some people can be very nosy. Honestly, one or two, not all the time. I'll give it to them, not all the time. Once in a while, somebody will start asking you really deep questions. I just indulge them and oblige them, and I just answer and smile, So it helps me ease my boredom. So that's one of the ways I'm living my best life here in South Africa. Honestly, I try to squeeze in conversations here and there. So long as you grant me audience or you want to chat, I try to chat, smile, talk. There's this lady, I collected her number in kids crèche. I will see her status. I'll say hello. She'll say hello. You just chat. You have to make random friends here and there. So that's how I live my best life here in South Africa. Another way that I try to live my best life here in South Africa is I try to develop myself. Personal development is goal and is key for me. As much as I know that I don't want to do my PhD for now, never say never, but for now, but I try to do personal development courses here and there. It keeps me happy, keeps my brain active. After my honors and my master's degree, I'm like, okay, what's next for? I do a little bit courses here and there. Might not be too much, small courses here and there, small, even if it's a free online course, just do it. It helps me to just feel good, to feel like, okay, I'm doing something for myself. It helps me. Another way that I'm living my best life here in South Africa is I try not to indulge on the news. News channels, it triggers me somehow. Sometimes you see negative things on the news and you're like, okay. So I try not to indulge too much. I try not to consume so much news. I'd rather go to YouTube and watch funny things, or Netflix. I don't Netflix a lot, but yeah, I don't consume so much of the local news. I listen a lot to the radio. I prefer the radio, but you see, news, especially when there's a controversy happening in the country, you'll not see me there. I'm not there. It helps me live my best life. It helps my mental state. It helps me be calm. It helps me not to be anxious for anything at all. So yeah, another very important way that I try to live my best life as a Nigerian migrant who lives in South Africa is that I try to dwell and magnify my positive experiences in South Africa. You see, all the positive experiences in South Africa that I had, I magnify them. Like, I try to dwell in them. It's my happy place. Like my experience in University of KwaZulu-Natal, I'll keep saying it. It's one of the good experiences I had in this country. Having my master's degree, having my honors degree, studying with the people, with the locals, doing my thesis, going through that hurdle, especially for the fact that I was a young mom then, like my kids were little, and I did it. It's such an rewarding, a fulfilling experience for me. So I dwell in that experience. I bask in it. I always remember it. I always talk about it. Anybody that cares to know must have heard it from me. Okay, my betting experiences in South Africa, some of the little things that happened to me here in South Africa, I dwell on it. I magnify them. I bask in them. It helps me help my mental state. It helps me love the country more, and it helps me live a happy life. Yeah, so those are the little things. Things I do is little, right? Yeah, I do little things that matter. Okay, I also go to restaurants. Like, me and my family, we are like always, whenever I want to go and eat, we'll be like, oh, okay, Ocean Basket, we've been there. We'll not be, oh, did you remember this one's they call steakhouse or so and so? We've not eaten there. Okay, let's go. We try to sample restaurants. We try to sample places. Basically, that's how we live our best life. We try to go to restaurants when we have money. We'll eat. We'll go out. We'll hang out. Yeah. Basically, and yeah, those are how I live my best life here in South Africa. Yeah, and most importantly, the experiences like giving my kids South African names, it gives me joy for the fact that those girls, they love those names. There's this lady, security lady in my complex. She always calls me Mama Lufuno because I told her. She says she's a vendor person. You see how I make conversations? I got to find out she says she's vendor. I'm like, oh, you have a vendor baby in my house. Or she said, are you serious? Which one? I said, my youngest one. Her name is Venda. Her name is Lufuno. Oh, she's like, oh, anywhere she sees me, immediately she sees me, Mama Lufuno. When I'm driving past, she said, Mama Lufuno. Those things give me joy, honestly. Little things are, life is that simple. Little things are the things that should actually give you joy. So all my little social interactions here and there give me joy. Apart from the things I'm talking about here is external things I try to do, not just my family. Of course, my children, my husband, they are the first and main thing that gives me joy and in this country. But apart from them, these are the little things I try to do. Yeah, and YouTube as well gives me joy. Talking to people on YouTube, getting to know the people, chatting with people on the comment section also gives me joy. Those are the ways I'm living my best life and things that give me joy here in South Africa. Guys, tell me what you think on the comment section. Share your thoughts with me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Like this video. Share this video, guys. It's just a happy video. Happy. Let's share happiness and love. Okay, let's share happiness and love. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.